Hello there.
General Kenobi.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're all having a great, fantastic day. And for today's video, we're going to be going over the BK57 for our latest episode of Breakdown. Now, we will be having two different gameplays over here, one on firing range ranked and one on Nuketown ranked. Both clips, I was very close to a nuke, very close to my first ever Master 4 and 5 nuke. Anyways, let's get straight into the video, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, so for those wondering, the reason we skipped the origin of the BK57 is because it never actually appeared in any other Call of Duty game. So let's get into the actual build of the best class setup for the BK57, one of the best guns in Call of Duty Mobile, in my opinion. Underrated, underloved, the underdog, good God. So every single attachment here for the best class setup works with each other. So even though we just improved every 4 out of the 6 categories by just a little bit, except for the control, the reason we did so is because already the weapon is just so good. The only downfall with it was really its control, but everything else we built upon it, especially its great mobility. So let's get into the damage and damage range of this weapon over here, and we're going to start off by first comparing the statistics of the base class setup over here. And the base means we have no attachments. So as you can see, 5 to 10 takes 4 shots, 20 and 30 take 4 to 5, and then for 40 meters it takes 5 to 6 shots. Sorry about that. And then when it comes down to our class, it's practically the same, except for the 40 meters, which is 4 to 5 shots. So that's going to be pretty good. That means in general, we're going to be needing 4 to 5 shots at any range. And that's a very good number for us to be circulating around, especially its RPM, which we will get into. And yes, this is the code over here. Please, when you redeem it, comment down below that you've done so. Now, let's get into the deeper analysis of this class setup. In general, the reason I built this class is because I wanted to improve everything. The mobility of this weapon is already very good. The accuracy is already very good, as well as the control and the damage range. Now, you could ask me, why did you put the limb damage boosting rounds? There's a third attachment for increased damage on the BK57. It's the third ammunition, and I noticed that it only improves our damage on headshots. And it only counted 1 less bullet off at 5 meters if you shot at the head the whole time. And I did not think that was really worth it. I personally think a faster reload is going to be more efficient for us to be using, more efficient for us to be handling. So that's why I did not take that ammunition on. Now, if you want to choose to do so, you obviously can, but please be somebody who can actually, get every single bullet on the headshot, on the head, I guess you could say. If you're going to be doing camo challenges, by the way, you could put that ammunition on, actually. It won't hurt you. Now, let's actually get into something else before we get into the RPM and the ADS speed and etc. I want to talk about this class setup up on your screen right now. It's the one we're using actually on firing range right now. Firing range class setup right now on your screen is actually not the best class setup. That's going to be on Nuketown, which will be up as well. But the thing about this class setup, which is extremely aggressive, you saw the mobility, is the fact that we are not focusing on the accuracy and the control. So the accuracy and control is going to be a very, let's just say, very bad. So if you're going to be using this, please make sure to be able to handle the accuracy, to be able to handle the recoil. This class is not for everybody. And I think around now is when I'm going to die 4 kills off my nuke. I was so sad. But nevertheless, it is a very good class. If you can handle aggressive recoil patterns, I think this is a class setup. The aggressive class setup is something that you should be actually giving it a shot. Trust me on that. And let's actually continue on by talking about the RPM as well as the ADS speed and etc. So yeah, I died over here. Yes, I was so close to my first ever nuke, everyone.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
That was so close. Like it was literally right there, my guy, right there. 4 kills off, but okay. Anyways, here's the actual statistics for the RPM, the ADS speed, as well as the reload. And yes, we will be getting into the hipfire and accuracy of the class. So the ADS is 0.3 seconds for the base. The RPM is 651 to 653 rounds per minute for the base, and the reload speed for the base is 2.03 seconds. So it's pretty good in general, even on the base. The reload speed is a little bit slow though. I think we can all agree upon that. And when we compare to our class, what we can see for our class is that the ADS speed is 0.283 seconds, so it's a little bit improved, a little bit faster, and you're not really going to notice it, but still the ADS speed of the BK57 is very good, very good. And then when it comes down to the RPM, same exact number, and the reload speed is heavily improved in my opinion. 25% of it is knocked off. Now we have a reload speed of 1.583 seconds. That's going to be very good. Trust me, I notice it in gameplay as well. Sometimes I need a little bit of a faster reload, and it helps me out. It truly does. By the way, again, Nuketown, this is the best class setup gameplay. Still performing very well, very aggressively. You can perform very aggressively with this class setup as well, trust me. Let's actually talk about the hipfire accuracy and the control. On the base, the hipfire is decent. You know what I mean? It's decent. If you're up close right in front of them, yeah, it'll get the job done. When it comes down to the accuracy without controlling the recoil, the first few shots are okay. The first few shots are easily controllable. They're lasers. The first 5 shots are lasers. But then after that, it's going downhill. The accuracy is going downhill. It's going upward in a zigzag motion. And then when it comes down to controlling it, same thing. That zigzag motion is going to be a little bit difficult for you. So if you're going to be trying to control this weapon, in general, you'll have a simple time of doing so. I'm having a simple time of doing so as well. But make sure that you hit your first few shots on always. If you can, the enemy is going to melt. Melt. Ladies and gentlemen, melt. Because of those first 5 to 6 shots that are absolute lasers. When it comes down to the actual class setup for the hipfire and accuracy and recoil, it's relatively the same, except the hipfire is the same. Accuracy is improved slightly, not too much, but it is improved. You will be able to notice a difference if you don't control it. And when it actually comes down to controlling the recoil, it is by far easier. It really is easier, and I'm a big fan of the BK57 for this. I don't know. In my opinion, the BK57 is the underdog weapon in Call of Duty Mobile. I don't see enough people using it. I think this is one of the greatest. Man, I almost got a nuke. Ladies and gentlemen, I almost got a nuke there, but yeah, I didn't. Like, it's so heartbreaking. Whatever. Let's just not rage. Let's just not get upset. Let's be calm. Anyways, I do think that this is one of the best weapons in Call of Duty Mobile. Now, is it as good as the ASM-10, the Man of War, or even something else such as the LK-24? No, but let's formulate an analogy for ourselves right now. If those 3 weapons are 100 degrees Celsius, the BK57, I would give it 98 degrees Celsius, meaning it's very close to those weapons because it's a very good weapon. It's a very aggressive weapon. It's going to get the job done. It has mobility. It has accuracy. It has control. It has range. It has that damage. It really does. 27 at 5 to 10 meters. Come on, that's actually pretty good. And alongside its RPM of 651 to 653, that's pretty good. I think we can all agree that this is a very good weapon. So ladies and gentlemen, please use this weapon, especially these 2 class setups. If you're very good with controlling recoils, I recommend the aggressive class setup to try out as well. But in general, try out both. Trust me, you will not regret it. Anyways, that's really it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like. Please make sure to subscribe. And tomorrow is going to be the Season 11 Battle Pass update. And I'll be trying my best to release the Fennec breakdown video for everyone. Anyways, have a great, fantastic day.